Good morning. I'm sorry I'm late. Someone was crying, screaming, demanding milk, and very, very tired. But now I've sorted my wife out, so I'll be able to do the video. Today we're playing a game called Can't Stop, and it's all about not being able to stop. And it's a game called a push your luck game, because you're going to be trying to force yourself to keep pushing your luck until you have to stop, or until you go bust. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go straight into playing the game. In the description below there is an online version of the game at Board Game Arena. There's also the paper version for you to print out and play with your families. So this is what it looks like, and the grid would normally be rotated round so the 7 is right in the middle at the top, but I was struggling to see how I could rotate it without it just being odd. So it's a bit odd at the moment, but the bottom is effectively the bits that I'm gonna put a little mark on so you can see where the bottom bits would be. You can start here, 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 here. This is like the bottom of each grid. The idea is to get your counters to the top. And I'm going to be playing against someone in the chat. So first of all, a quick good morning to Harry. Good morning to Adeline. Good morning, Ellis. Good morning, JJ. Good morning, Alvi. Good morning, Charity. And good morning, Iona. Sorry you've been looking for the video. It's my fault. Things got delayed this morning. I was trying to get things sorted and having a few problems. But we're all right now. So what's going to happen is I'm going to play against you guys. So I'm going to be the red counters, and the blue counters will be you guys. You will need 4 dice. And what happens is, I'm going to go first. I'm going to roll my 4 dice. And I have a 1, a 5, a 5, and a 6. Now I have to choose 3 different things eventually to go up. Channels to go up. And I have to go up a channel each time. So here, I could go up. These are the combinations. I could go up 6 and 11, because there's a 1 and 5 is 6 and 5 and 6 is 11. I could go 7 and 10, and I could go, this one's 6 and 11 also. So I've either got to go up 6 and 11 or 7 and 10. So I think I'm going to go up 6 and 11. Now I was the reds, so what that does is I move up the first step on 6 and on 11. So I've started on those rows. I then decide, do I want to stop or do I want to carry on? Well, I'm going to carry on because I can go up to 3, so I can't go bust yet. Until you're on 3 channels, you can't go bust. So I roll my 3 dice again, and I've got 6, 3, 6, 3, 4, and 2. These are the possible things. 6 and 3 and 4 and 2 could give me 9 and 6. Or 6 and 4 and 3 and 2 give me 10 and 5. Or 6 and 2 and 3 and 4 gives me 7 and 8. Now I've already gone up on 6 and 11, so I think I'm going to choose this one. But that means the red one goes up another counter, and I can actually rub out the one where I'm on, because you'd use counters and move them up. And the 11 goes up another one too. Not the 11, the 9 goes up one. Now, ideally, when you're playing this, you'll have some red counters. You'll probably also have some black counters, which is like whoever's turn it is at the moment, they use the black counters. I'll explain why. You just need 3 of those as well. I'll explain why that's important when we get that far. So I can now stop, or I can risk. I'm on 3 different things. If I don't get a 6, 9, or 11, I lose all my progress so far. So I roll, and I get 6, 6, 4, 2. So 6, 6, 4, 2. So the possible things I can do, I can have 12 and 6. I can have 10 and 8. Or again, 10 and 8 in a different combination. Now, I can't do 10 and 8 because I'm only allowed to use 3 rows at a time. And I'm already on 3 rows. I'm on 6, 9 and 11. So I'm going to have to do this one. But I can't go up the 12 because I can only go up 3 rows. So I'm just going to go up the 6 from there. So I'm going to go up the 6 again. Now, I've gone up 3 on there now. So it's getting a bit risky. Do I want to keep it? Well, I think I'm going to do one more before I lock them in. So, I've got 3, 1, 2, 3. 3, 1, 2, 3. These are the combinations. I can have 1 and 2 is 3, and 3 and 3 is 6. I could have 3 and 1 is 4, and 2 and 3 is 5. Or 3 and 2, and so I've got 4 and 5 again. Well, I can't do 4 and 5 because I'm not in those rows, so I'm going to have to do this one. I got very lucky. I can do 6 again. I'm going to go up the 6. Now, the idea of the game is to be the first person who gets to the top in 3 rows. But to make that easier, you don't have to do it all in one go. The reason it's called Can't Stop is because I want to keep going, but I don't want to throw away my progress. So I'm going to stop there. I'm going to say I stop and colour those in. These can never be lost now. Because I stopped, as soon as you stop, you can never lose your progress on those. And it's now going to be the people in the chat's turn to have a go. So, I'm going to roll the dice for you. You have got 6 and 1 and 5 and 3. 6, 1, 5, 3. Adeline, your possible things you can go at are you can do 7 and 8, or you can do 11 and 4, or you can do 9 and 6. Which 2 would you like to do, Adeline? You need to type in the chat so you can tell us which one you'd like to go up. I'll give you a few seconds because I'm 9 seconds ahead. So hopefully you will see. All I do, once I've got my 4 dice, is list the different combinations of dice by adding. It's not complicated, but it's just working out what combinations I can do. We're just waiting for Adeline to choose whether she wants to go up the 7 and 8, or the 11 and 4, or the 9 and 6. Adeline has chosen 9 and 6, so we're going to put the blue on top of there because you're also on the 9. You don't miss out, people. 9 and 6. And we go again. This one's for you, Harry Sharp, if you're still here. You've got 5, 5, 2 and 3. 5 and 5 and 2 and 3. Let me write these down. 5 and 5 and 2 and 3. So you can have 10 and 5, or you can have 7 and 8, or you can have 7 and 8. So they're the options. You've already got 6 and 9, so you're going to have to start one new track. Would you like to start the 10, the 5, the 7, or the 8? Wow, Alvi, 6, 6, 6 and 6 makes it very few options you've got. I think you have 12 and 12, but you'll notice 12 has only got 2 on it, so that's not necessarily terrible. We're just waiting for Harry to decide whether he wants to 7, an 8, a 10 or a 5, because he's only got 1 row left. He's going up the 10. Right, so we're here. Now this is where we have a difficult decision to make. Sophie or Josh, whichever you are, would you like to stop or roll again? Because if you don't get the chance to get a 10, 6 or 9, the blue go bust. So we're just going to wait and see, do they want to stop or go again? So we're just waiting to see what Sophie and Josh say. Hello Stanley, I didn't notice that you've arrived. Sorry to miss you out. Stop. Right, good idea. So you've stopped, which means the blues are going to go there. You can never lose this progress now. But from now on, you use the black counter or the other colour counter on your turn because it's only temporary progress. So my turn, I've got, 6, 6, 6, 3. 6, 6, 6, 3. I don't have many choices there. I've got 12 and 9, 12 and 9, or 12 and 9. I think I'm going to go with 12 and 9. So my 9 has already gone up 1, but I'm now going to use black to show my progress so far. 9 and 12. I'm on 2 rows. The blacks are where I'm doing from this round. 3, 3, 6, 6. Wow. Lots of 3s and 6s this time. Lots of 3s and 6s. I've only got the option of 9 and 9, or 12 and 6, or 12 and 6. I'm going to go with 9 and 9. Do 2 moves on the 9. Because that's going to move me all the way up to here. So I can rub out this black one. Because I've moved up to here now. And I'm going to keep going because I've only on 2 rows. 1, 4, 4, 6. 1, 4, 4, 6. 1, 4, 4, 6. So I can have 5 and 10, or I can have 8 and 7, or I can have 8 and 7. So I've got to start a new one here. I'm going to go with a 5 because the other ones are big, so I'm going to go on with a 5. Now, do I want to stop? Well, if I go bust, it'll be embarrassing, but I'm going to roll again. 1, 6, 2, 5. 1, 6, 2, 5. My options are 7 and 7, or 3 and 11, or 6 and 11. 6 and 8, sorry. Does anyone notice a problem? My rows are 5, 9 and 12. I can't make a 5, 9 and 12. Therefore, I'm bust. And what happens when you're bust is you lose all your progress from that round. So I lose my black markers. I keep my red ones are permanent. They can't be lost. I just lost all my progress for that round. So this is my face right now. So Charity, would you like to choose? You're going to choose which numbers you'd like the blue team to go forward on. You've got 2, 2, 3 and 5. 2, 2, 3 and 5. That means your possibilities are 4 and 8, or 5 and 7, or 5 and 7. Which pair would you like to move up on? Yeah, I know, Adeline. Sad, right? I've gone bust. That's not very happy times. But Charity's got the blue team going now. Is she wanting to carry on the start 4 and 8 or start 5 and 7? They're both new ones. We're just waiting for Charity to tell us what she wants. 4 and 8. Here we go. Thank you very much, Charity. So we use black again because it's adding on to the blues that are already there. We roll again. 6, 5, 5, 3. 6, 5, 5 and 3. 6, 5. Hopefully you're getting quite good at seeing what the possible combinations are here. Patrick, we've got 11 and 8, if we add it like that. We've got 10 and 9, if we add it like that. Or we've got 10 and 9 again, if we 11 and 8 if we add it a different way. Now we've already got 4 and 8, so would you like to do 8 and 11, or do one of 10 or 9? So you can do 8 and 11 because we've still got we've got 4 and 8 already on the board. You can only carry on when you're on the board. So perhaps you've got to choose 8 or 11, or either 10 or 9. You can't do both. I would never roll so I win, Josh. If you want, I can angle the camera so you can see it. I was going to set my other camera up, but I was running late so you could see the dice rolls. But if I was rolling them so I win, I don't think I would have made myself go bust. Do you? Just waiting for Patrick to tell us what he wants to do. Does he want the 4 and the 11 and the 8, or does he want to do one of the 10 and 9? We're still just waiting. I know there's a 9-second thing. 11 and 8. Thank you very much, Patrick. So that means the 8 moves up one more. We can rub out where it's already gone. And the 11, the blues have joined the race. Now, this is where we have because we've got 3 out. The next person, Sydney's Epicness, if you're still with us, would you like to stop or carry on? Just as a backup, Eddie, if Sydney's Epicness isn't with us, can you tell us, Eddie, whether you want to stop or carry on? So that if I don't get an answer from Sydney's Epicness, because obviously you've got a 9-second delay on every move, so it's more difficult. I was going to try and get someone in the live with me today to play this live, but unfortunately, we ran out of time getting it all sorted. So we're just going to wait and see if either Eddie or Sydney's Epicness would like us to stop or carry on. Stop. So what happens if we stop? Thank you, Sydney's Epicness. We replace the black ones with blue ones because you stopped, so you get to keep that progress. So blue one there, and blue one there as well. So blue are now right on the board in lots of different places. Now, where's the rubber? I'm trying to rub out this black one. There we go. And rub out that one. So this is how the game works. And you keep going. Now, I would play the whole game, but it might take about 45 minutes. And that's a very long video. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to imagine blue's managed to get all the way up to here and here. And red is here and here and here. Now, what happens is, if red now gets a 6, I move up to here, and assuming I stop, so it only happens if you stop. If I click stop, we cross out everything else here, and that row is now locked. And red scores 1 point. If blue, on their turn, gets to both 4 and 9 and stops, that locks those rows, so you can't go in them anymore, and all the counters come off from those 2 rows. So this red one would come off because you've locked the row now. So what happens is blue scores 2 points. The game finishes when someone gets to 3 points. Now you'll notice you can play this with up to 4 players. If you're playing with 4 players, because there's 11 numbers, someone can win. So you can always get someone will be able to get 3, because if all of you got 3, there'd be 9, so there'll still be 2 left. So someone can always win with up to 4 players. The idea is you keep advancing up until you manage to block off 3 different columns from the bottom. I recommend when you print this off, get your sheet. I'll show you the thing. Get your sheet with them all on. Just a picture, not my picture of a swan I drew. Get your sheet and turn it so it's like that, so that the grids are at the bottom and it goes up. So it's just like that. So you're just trying. So you have the starting thing at the bottom and work up. But that's just a way to make it so the board's the right way up for you. You can also, I've shown in the link below, you've also got something called Board Game Arena. Board Game Arena. You might need parents to set up an account, but it is possible to play this game from your browser. So if I just show you I don't know if it's going to show me this. Hopefully this is showing this, but I will just check. This is how it works online. I've got an account, you see, and you can play online, but you need to set up an account to be able to and register to play there. I don't think there's any other ways of playing Can't Stop online, but I'll have a quick look. There might be other ones. You can play at Yucata, you can play online dice games, so there are other places you can do it, and there's other ways to showing the rules, but hopefully I've given you a good insight in how this game works today, and you can then go away and have a go. Thank you for your compliments about the swan. So that is how it works. I'm not going to show the rest of the game because I want you to go away and play it with and show me pictures of you playing with your families and at home. Print out the sheet, get some coloured counters, raid your games for dice, and hopefully you'll give it a good go. I hope you all enjoy it. I've been Mr. Harris today. You haven't. Thank you for taking part in the game. You have all been awesome. Take care.